Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran Line, I'm going to show you guys how to make these Splattersphere cupcakes. Now, I've used this technique to make these chocolate spheres on my first cake that I made. So I wanted to give this a go and make it on a cupcake. Now, in making these, it kind of reminded me of like an alien planet. So we're actually going to be putting some caramel rocks in the center of these and filling them with ganache. I'm going to show you guys how to make it. Let's get stuck into the recipe. Okay guys, so I actually decided to change the name of this cupcake to Electric City, which is named after one of my favorite Black Eyed Peas songs. Now, we're actually going to be making two batters for this cake. We're going to be making a vanilla, which is kind of strawberry and pink, and a chocolate. So let's start with our vanilla. We're going to pop all of our dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. Today I'm going to show you how to make this with a hand mixer, but you can make it with a stand mixer or with a hand whisk. Once you've got all of those mixed, you're going to add your softened butter and mix it until it's very well combined. Then you're going to add your wet ingredients, so your eggs, milk, oil, strawberry essence, and that's completely optional. You can flavor it with anything you like, and some pink food dye. We're going to mix that until it's really well combined, and make sure you always scrape the bowl down, guys. Then we're going to mix for a final 20 seconds. Now we're going to set that aside and move on to our chocolate batter. So same deal again, all of our dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. We're going to mix those. Then we're going to add our softened butter, mix that until it resembles a sand-like texture. Next, we're going to add our milk and eggs and mix that until it's nice and fluffy. Now, this batter is a little bit fluffier than our vanilla batter. That's completely normal. I'm using a fork to drizzle some of that pink batter into the inside of my cupcake liners. Now guys, just a note, there is going to be leftover pink vanilla batter. Unfortunately, I've reduced this down to as much as I can. I can't reduce this recipe more than what I already have. It's kind of impossible because of the eggs. So I probably encourage you guys to make some extra cupcakes on the side. Next, we're going to scoop our chocolate batter in there and bake these for 25 minutes. Once they're baked, transfer them to a cooling rack. Now, I've got some pink Wilton chocolate melts here. I've just popped them in the microwave and melted them. I'm adding a little bit of coconut oil to help give it a shine when it sets, but also to help thin out the chocolate. Now, because it's not pink enough for me, and you guys know I like big bright colors, we're going to mix it a little bit before we add a little bit of pink food dye. It's important not to mix all of that coconut oil in completely, otherwise your chocolate will seize. Once you've got your food dye in there, continue carefully mixing until it's really well combined. Now I've also got some white chocolate. I'm adding some coconut oil to that as well. And then I've got some dark chocolate as well, which I've melted. I'm using a half sphere mold. Now I used this in one of my previous cake videos, so I'll leave the details for this in the written recipe. We're going to splatter some pink and white chocolate on the inside. We're going to let this set in the fridge for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then we're going to pour some dark chocolate in there, and we're going to use the back of a spoon to spread that chocolate out before we flip it over and get rid of that excess chocolate. Now we're going to pop this in the fridge for about 20 minutes to set completely, and I actually want to fill this with some chocolate ganache, so we're going to make some of that. We're going to add some chocolate and cream into a large mixing bowl, microwave that, mix it each time, you microwave it for 20 seconds, and when it's completely smooth, it's ready to pop into a piping bag and fill your half molds up. Now, you can actually fill these with whatever you like. If you want to fill it with a particular candy, or you might want to fill it with Pop Rocks, that is completely fine. I'm actually using a salted caramel rock candy, and it's quite salty actually, so it kind of cuts through all the sweetness of the chocolate. Now, to put these together, we're going to melt 1/2 of the chocolate onto a warm fry pan, and that melted chocolate is going to act like a glue, so it helps everything stick together when it sets. Our cupcake's baked beautifully. We're going to quarter center and fill it with chocolate sauce. Again, you can fill it with whatever you like. We're going to pipe some chocolate buttercream frosting on top. Now, if you don't like buttercream, you can use my chocolate ganache frosting or my Swiss buttercream frosting. I'm going to coat that in some cocoa before I drizzle it with some more of that nice pink chocolate. And we're going to finish these off by popping our really cool chocolate spheres on top. Now guys, you can do anything to these cupcakes. You can color them with any kind of colored chocolate you like. It's completely up to you. And guys, that is pretty much it. Okay guys, so those were my splatter sphere cupcakes. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe. You're going to find the recipe on my website, thescranline.com. Link for that is in the box below. I've left a list of the ingredients in the recipe as well down there for you guys. Thanks so much for watching and for all of the lovely comments you all leave every week. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.